Ross and Jill Dando need your help first on BBC One in Crime Watch UK.
Loz D Punch Out TV. How you all doing on this Wednesday evening? Well, it's been brought forward by a few days, so it's one and only Crime Watch UK. This is episode part 4 for the crimes being committed in the sport of boxing. It's not much to go off this month, to be fair. But nevertheless, let's see what bell ends we've got up on the board today. As there's always a few bell ends in boxing. So let's get straight into it. None other than in at number 3. Hey, wait, what's going on here? How can I be put on there? I'm the flipping man who hosts this show. But I've put myself in there this month, for the simple fact of making predictions in the sport of boxing and getting a lot of them terribly wrong. I got some of them right, but I got a hell of a lot wrong. I got in David Benavidez and Andre would go the distance. Benavidez to win on points, when David Benavidez absolutely demolished him. I've forgotten how many rounds, probably 5 or 6, I forgot now. But that was wildly wrong. The second one I got terribly, terribly wrong was Regis Prograis versus none other than Devin Haney. I said that Regis Prograis would knock Devin Haney out within, I said 7 or 8 rounds. That was me being biased because Regis is one of my favourite fighters, but Regis Prograis got absolutely schooled from Devin Haney. Could have possibly got stopped if Devin Haney had put more pressure on, but he stuck to the game and absolutely schooled him. Absolutely schooled Regis Prograis. I did say that Otto Wallin and Anthony Joshua was a 50-50 fight, but Otto Wallin got blown away and retired on his seat. So for that simple fact, for me with me bell end predictions, I think I need to keep my mouth shut and stop predicting fights because I'm not very good at it. So for that reason, the one and only Mr. Loz Dawkins is in at number 3. So Loz, go and fucking sit your ass down somewhere and stop coming up with these ridiculous boxing predictions, what you're getting terribly wrong. So who else have we got in? At number 2. It's the none other than Mr. Eggman. Mr. Egg and Mayonnaise. Mr. Conor Henn. This Wally's in at number 2. Excuse me. Because this absolute weapon can't keep off Twitter, man. This guy, the way how he speaks on Twitter, like he's some kind of killer and nobody can touch this dude. He's been going back and forth with Tank Davies, saying he'll spark him out, try and make a fight with a little dwarf whose weight class is below him, way below him, saying he'll knock him out and blah, 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 and all this and all that. And then, next thing you know, before that, Jerome Boots Ennis. He's sending messages to Jerome Boots Ennis, I'm coming for you. I'm going to do this, I'm going to knock you out. I want Jerome Boots Ennis. Then you've got Eddie Hearn going round saying that they're going to make a fight with Boots Ennis because he'll fight anyone and he's a killer and all this. Knowing absolutely damn well that this guy is not going to fight Jerome Boots Ennis Absolutely not. Won't go anywhere near David Avavician, let alone fucking John Boots Ennis. Anyway, then next thing you know, he's fighting Devin Haney. He wants Devin Haney. Another guy who was a weight class, was 2 weight classes below him, but has just come up and saying that he's going to flatline and fold Devin Haney like an IKEA kitchen. Flat pack him, sorry, like an IKEA kitchen. Fold him like a deck chair, whatever you want to say. Devin Haney, even though he is a division below you, let me tell you something, mate. You wouldn't stand a chance with Devin Haney. Devin Haney would wipe the floor with you, Conor Hen. Absolutely wipe the floor with you. So anyway, putting that aside, he's been on Twitter and he's going back into saying he's going to do all these people. Let's not forget the guy ducked David Avavician, absolutely ducked the hell out of Josh Kelly. Now he's fighting some guy called Peter Dobson, who's not even ranked in any of the top 4 governing bodies. He's not ranked in the top 15 of any of the 4 governing bodies. And I looked this morning, in the WBC rankings, which Conor Benn's in, and he's not even ranked in the top 40. He's a guy 16-0 with 9 KOs. So he's pretty much feather-fisted. I wouldn't say completely feather-fisted, but he's pretty much feather-fisted. Just because this guy's got an O on his record, he's been fighting 16 stiffs. Now Conor Benn is 22-0, 14 KOs. And he's fighting, he's saying wants to fight all these people. Next stop, Las Vegas. You're fighting on an undercard, mate. Nobody knows you in America. Nobody knows you in America. And you're fighting over there because you haven't got a British boxing licence. Still, 16 months later, you've still not produced any evidence to the board. You've tried to wait it out and then go back to the Triple BOC saying, putting in for an appeal, trying to get your licence back. Robert Smith revoked it again. You've done nothing but clear your name. You haven't cleared your name. So I'm sorry, in the sport of boxing, you're just known as a drugs cheat, which is a proven fact. You're a drugs cheat. Until you can provide evidence to show us boxing fans that you're innocent, you're labelled as a drugs cheat. And you're not no killer. Your best win is Chris Algieri, a washed-up, shot to pieces former world champion. So Conor Belland Ben is in at number 2. So go and sit your arse down, get the evidence, and then come to the board with your evidence and prove your innocence. Where's this 270-page dossier? Anyway, enough of that fucking turnip. So, who have we got last? In at number 1. Well. If it ain't the 2-headed snake, Simon Jordan. This guy has been beating the drum for the last 14, 15 months about Conor Benn being a drugs cheat, not providing evidence. He's had Eddie Hearn on TalkSports twice to try and drill Eddie about this. And Eddie just schooled him, absolutely smoked him. So, next thing you know, he's still going on about Conor Benn being a cheat and all this. The man's got major clout. So, what did Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn do? Get him to arrange a secret meeting. And he goes and has a secret meeting with Conor Benn. Next thing you know, he's on board with Conor Benn. Conor Benn's a nice guy. Conor Benn never said that he ripped his licence up. He just said it ran out. He didn't know it had ran out. Conor Benn is an intelligent man. When asked by Conor Benn, do you think I'm a drugs cheat? He said, I'd like to think you're not. Hang on, you were saying he was one. Now all of a sudden, the 2-headed snake, Mr. Jordan, is on board with him. Then he comes out and said that Conor Benn never said it was a 270-page dossier. It was just a 40-page dossier. Hang on, I've heard you multiple times say, where's this 270-page dossier? Now all of a sudden, the script's been flipped. It's 40 pages. So he's jumped on board. Conor Benn and Eddie Hills have got this guy on board with him. Now they're going to try and use Simon Jordan to bully Robert Smith and the British Boxing Board of Control, because what they'll do now is use TalkSport as a platform to portray that he's innocent and use Simon Jordan to say that he's innocent. It just goes to show what snakes can do when offered money. So for that reason, Simon Bellend Jordan, who I'm not a massive fan of, but I did used to like him because he used to go on about this guy, is in at number 1 for selling his soul to Conor Benn. That's why he is number 1 on the platform, on the billboard, should I say, today. So, them 3 Bellends are on the board today. So, I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace out, and I'll catch you very soon. And as my brother from another mother once said, tell him, Nick, tell him.
In the meantime, don't have nightmares. Do please sleep well. Good night.
Good night.